What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at. So we got one from a young lady here that's actually a nightclub dancer. You know what I'm saying? She out there shaking it fast for a lot of cash, doing her thing. And hey, though, everybody's entitled to do their thing. Hell, I've been to, a good shake joint every now and again. But, she got a message for the ladies. And she's going to tell these ladies something that's very important. So we're going to go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Don't get mad when I say this, bro, but I'm going to tell y'all as a swerker, bro. I'm a 304, a dancer, or whatever, right? Listen, don't dress for the attention that you do not want, okay? You need to dress the part. Because when you're out here wearing poster girl outfits, you're looking like me. What I do is I get money from dudes, you feel me? From being sensual and just using my looks and all of that. You feel me? Why do you want to do that if you don't want to be treated like that? If you don't like the girls that walk the corner or dance on the poles, why do you want to look like one? Why do you want to act like one? Don't you want to be treated like a Michelle Obama? So look like one. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Michelle Obama. But in other words, listen, look, she's telling the truth on these facts right here. These are just facts. Listen, look.
So what's the French toast is there to think about?
Now, I don't know. Well, shit. Well, there's another example that we could use of a lady that dresses very classy. But that's neither here nor there. The whole thing of this situation is that once upon a time, women used to know these facts. They used to dress appropriately if they didn't want to be a part of that life. Chris Rock had a little snippet that, he did years back. And I think we all heard it. Like, if I dress like a police officer and somebody runs up to me asking for help and I say, why do you assume that I'm a police officer just because I have on the uniform? I mean, we all get the logistics. And that's just the truth. Now, I get it in today's society. Everybody wants to sit here. Oh, well, you shouldn't judge me on how, I dress and this and that. But see, though, we judge everybody all day. And then the same people that'll sit there and tell you not to judge them how they dress, they judge people every day. They probably judge people harsher than people that, than the other people do. And see, this is the hypocrisy that we're talking about here. The same women that'll walk out here pretty much butt naked all day, every day, and things like that are not dressed appropriately at all, wearing bonnets and all this other type of crap out in public. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why nobody wants to, actually take you serious. You're going out in society, not looking like you still at home or looking like you about to get on the pole or something like that. And then you want to walk up in these places and think somebody's supposed to respect you. I've seen videos and stuff like that where women are walking in schools with cheeks out and all types of stuff. You're in grade school, high school, just a school period. What is this? This is crazy out here. And then you want respect. You have to wear the uniform of respect out here.
So what's the French toast is there to think
Yes,
about?
there's a such thing as a uniform of respect. And it ain't the crap a lot of women be walking around here wearing all day, every damn day.
Saying, like, you need to look the part. Like, for example, if I get a BBL and I go work in Dollar Tree, y'all gonna say, why do you have a BBL when you should be working in the club and all of this stuff? Like, you working at Dollar Tree or you working in the school with a BBL. Like, what's the point of that? You see what I'm saying? So when I wear these giant heels outside to the club, you think I'm supposed to work at the club, right? Not be in attendance at the club. Why are you guys walking around outside with less clothes than I wear? That doesn't make sense. Why are you guys walking outside with your zebra cakes? I'm saying zebra cakes because we see the stretch marks and everything. We see the Kutsi hairs. We see everything. And you don't want to be treated like me? I'm sorry, but it just needed to be said from someone that you guys were going to listen to it from. Because, like, when the men say it, I know, like, men be yapping, so we shouldn't listen to them. But, like, this is something that actually makes sense that they actually say. Like, this one, they actually hit the nail on the head with this one.
Now, that last statement was bullshit right there. Yeah, you need to listen to your men.
French toast is there to think about?
That's the whole problem. You want to listen when the men come to the club and throw them dollars. Bet you're listening then. See all this, don't listen to me and crap. That's talking out the side of the neck. But the other stuff she talking about is 100% facts. And, yeah, you need to dress the part the way that you want to be treated in society. And that's just the truth. You can't walk out here every day and dress like, you have no real purpose or you have no real business to handle and think somebody's going to, actually respect you. Our first defense of dealing with people on this planet is their appearance. That's why the whole concept of, dress for, dress for who you want to be and not where you've been and things like that comes into place, because, you're supposed to want to try to better yourself and be a better human being, not just, walking around here with trash on every day. We do judge everybody. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. All that sitting around here, well, saying can't nobody judge me but God and all this type of crap. That's talking out the side of your neck. Yeah, God judging you too, right along with everybody else. And that's what keeps dumb people out of your life, is making sure that you judge the individuals properly to stave off anybody that's going to come around you that means you any hurt, harm, or danger. And these are just the truth of the matter. You're supposed to look at people and make sure that they're the right people that you need to be around and don't need to be around. I mean, what you gonna go do? Hang out with Jeffrey Dahmer?
So what's the French toast is there to think about?
Oh no, let's not judge Jeffrey Dahmer. I guarantee he's probably a good guy. What you gonna do? Hang out with the Unabomber, Marilyn Manson? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Black Widow? The real Black Widow. I'm not talking about the movie. It was a lady deemed the Black Widow. She used to, delete all her husbands. Look it up. It's true. So, I mean, we judge these people. Yeah. I mean, you gonna go hang out with them? Oh, let's not judge them. Okay, then. All right. I guess so. Even though, this topic is about appearance, but still though, it's the fact that we do judge people, period, regardless. And if you don't get the right vibes or whatever, right instincts, from the other person, you're not gonna want to be around them. If they don't make you feel comfortable or invite and with an inviting spirit or something like that, you're not gonna be around that person. You're gonna get rid of them. You're gonna stop hanging with them. That's judgment. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.